Huntsman here. Hope you guys are doing good. Um, we're here to talk about a lot of stuff today. One of them being Bill H.R1808. That's something that we need to keep a real close eye on. It did pass the House. The chances of it passing the Senate are pretty low, but there's still the chance that it may pass. A couple of Republicans actually voted it in, and a couple Democrats were, I think like 5 Democrats were against it, something like that, which is, that speaks a lot of volume if their own party's voting against it. But there was a couple of Republicans that voted in, which was not cool. Anywho, it's something that we need to keep a close eye on. A few videos ago, I did get into talking about it a little bit. I left the link to Maine Congress down, or Maine legislation down, in the description. I'll do that again. It's very important to reach out to the Congress and let them know that we're not okay with this bill being passed. David Chipman did get into the ATF as of recent. It's been a complete crapshoot ever since. The ATF has been doing knocks on straw purchases, which is basically what they consider a straw purchase is when you buy more than one firearm. Some states it's multiple handguns, some states it's handguns and rifles. I think Maine's handguns and rifles. Within a certain period of time, they send your information to the sheriff's office so they can keep a lookout for in case firearm crimes start popping up, and these firearms pop up in crimes, yada yada. So ATFs also came out. They're coming after forced reset triggers and they're telling people that it's okay to call and ask them how to dispose of them because they've made them illegal. So if you own one, I'm not giving any legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. I'm by far that or anything like that. But if you own one, I would suggest in getting rid of it the old-fashioned way without calling the ATF and asking how to do it. That would be my advice. Well, I can't give you advice because I'm not a lawyer. That would be what I would do. So, Bill H.R. 1808 is not good at all. What they plan on doing if the bill does pass, and what I'm kind of worried about, is it being executive order like red flag laws was. It wasn't going to pass Congress. Well, it wasn't going to pass the Supreme Court and Congress. Yeah, it wasn't going to pass Supreme Court, but it did pass the House. So the Biden administration bypassed the Supreme Court's and executive ordered it. So he made national red flag laws legal. That's what actually I'm really worried about with 1808 is because if this bill gets passed, 95% of the firearms that Americans own will now become illegal. Any semi-automatic rifle, any semi-automatic handgun will be considered an assault weapon and will be banned. They even have it under names of guns that they want to ban. I mean, this is one of the most intrusive bills that they've come up with by far. I don't even know how it made it this far, to be honest with you. I have no idea how it passed the House. I don't even know how 2 Republicans voted on this. Irregardless, it made it this far. So we'll see what happens with the Supreme Court. I'm hoping it gets shut down, and that's that, and we only have to deal with this crap for another year and a half. And hopefully, we get somebody else in office is a little more Second Amendment friendly, so to speak. So that's just some stuff. That's what's going on. Definitely keep your eyes and ears peeled, and try to keep up with what's going on, because it's definitely important. What's going to happen is if things start getting passed, it's going to turn good citizens into criminals, just like the forced reset triggers. Um, you know, they were legal at one point, and a bunch of people went out and bought them, and now if you get caught with them, it's a huge fine, jail time, all kinds of stuff. I couldn't tell you exactly what the punishment is because I haven't looked that far into it, but I can tell you that the ATF's on high lookout, and they're even tracking, from what I was listening to the other day, they started going through the list of people that bought them, like off internet purchases and things of that sort, and we're going basically witch hunting for people who bought these triggers. So, you know, it's really sad to see good, honest people going to jail and paying fines and becoming a criminal because of something cool that they bought, you know, or an upgrade that they bought. It'd be like putting a new upgrade on your car and getting in big trouble, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I guess you could, but either way, you know, something that you didn't think was illegal because it's a semi-automatic trigger. And that's something that H.R1808, I don't know why I can't pronounce those numbers. I think it's so evil and so dark and twisted that my brain can't even like wrap myself around. And it's like anytime I go to say those numbers, that just word in general, or well, phrase, bill number, whatever you want to call it, I think it's just so messed up that my mouth can't even like spit it out because it's so evil. But anyway, it's going after any modifications for triggers, so no trigger upgrades. So you couldn't even upgrade, even if, let's say, and we all know ARs are going out the window if this bill passes, but if you had some type of weapon and or firearm, I don't even like calling them weapons. If you had a type of firearm that you wanted to do a trigger upgrade on, you can't even do that because it would be modifying it. And so they're not just going after full auto or what they deem as full auto illegal triggers. It's anything that lightens the trigger and makes it a quicker rate of fire. So yeah, man, they're really hammering it down, and it's not looking good. So I mean, with mostly Democrats in office right now, and then on top of that, you know, old Mr. Chipman in the ATF office. I mean, wow, it's gotten crazy. So they're really coming with some stank, really slapping the stank on. The turd sandwich. It's just stanky. And it's not a good type of stank. It's the bad type. So this has been Huntsman 32. Take care, guys. Reach out to Congress. You know, do what we have to do to be Second Amendment supporters. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.